Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. Today we're actually going to be doing some stuff to this 3VZ FE. I got a couple things that I did want to add to it that I was planning on putting on it anyway, so I thought I'd make a video about it. Very little things, like nothing drastic or nothing too big, but things that are going to make it a lot easier for me to handle or have to change things inside the engine bay in the future. We're going to be adding some AN fittings, probably a cap to the oil return for the oil pan. We're going to be changing out the header studs. I did pick up some titanium header studs. These header studs are from a 2JZ. They fit directly on the 3VZs, so that's a good plus. And then that way I can actually mount the headers for sure, like indefinite, and put them on there and start slowly building it all back together again. So guys, let's get to it. This is going to be a brief video, but let's go. Let's get this stuff started. Alright everybody, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be adding, actually, got some stuff in today, but we're going to be adding the titanium, let me see if I can open this one-handed, titanium exhaust manifold studs. So here they go. Pick these up from eBay. These are actually Supra 2JZ exhaust manifold studs. They are titanium. Check it out. This is where I got them from. But check this out. This is gonna look really nice on the 3VZ with those custom headers from Sora Performance. This is gonna look really nice. I'm kind of excited because I'm just starting to venture into this whole titanium thing, and it's kind of exciting because titanium is all nice and good looking, and then it changes those colors under certain heat temperatures, so that's going to be pretty cool to see. Also, I'm going to be adding the 90-degree fittings to the oil relocator, just so then it doesn't come close to the exhaust manifold. The only reason why I'm doing this is just because I want it to be easiest possible for me to take on and put on and take off, just so then for some reason or any reason that I need to do it, I can. I also got a cap here for the oil pan. Since I am not using a turbo that will be using oil from the motor, I can cap this now, so I don't need that output anymore. But in case I decide to change my mind, I don't want to delete it completely, so I just bought a cap for it. And lastly, these are actually caps for the oil relocator thing. I'll show you right now. So right here is what I have to cap off. This was connected to this, which then was connected to a gauge that was letting me know what my oil pressure was. I don't no longer need that. I no longer need that. And that would be going here, just to kind of give you guys a little preview on how it's going to go. This is where I'm going to be adding the 90 degrees down or to the side, just because these are where the headers are, and the headers do sidewind, so they come out this way, but I just don't want anything super close to this. I'm trying to keep it as cool as possible. So let's get to it, guys. So one little trick that I found out, guys, is that with these studs, if you look at them really closely, I'm going to take you guys off the stand really quick. If you guys look at them really closely, they have this weird star pattern on them. I'm not sure what size star pattern that is or whatever the case is, but I did take a 6mm ratchet, and it fits perfectly fine. I believe this is a 6 here. Let's see. Yeah, a 6. And they fit perfectly right here, as you can see. Let's see if this works. There you go. See? And I can literally ratchet them off, and they work really well. The Super ones are the same way, so let's get these off and replace them with the Super ones. Let's go. Guys, I did remove all of the studs that were on there. Here they go. They're not bad looking, but they are stock, so Like I said, I'm changing them out. I'm venturing into this new titanium thing, so everything's trying to be titanium on my motor. Try to lighten it up a little bit. But check it out, guys. They're out. It came out relatively easy with the 6mm. Not all of them, not all studs are like that, so I'm not sure what to do about other studs. But what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to flip this motor around, remove the other side, and then we're going to start installing the Supra exhaust manifold studs. Titanium, I mean. Titanium. Let's get that right. Titanium exhaust manifold studs, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, this side is off. I took them all and actually put them right here. So these are all the old ones. I've noticed that there are two that are extra small compared to all the other ones. I'm not sure if that's for actual functionality or is that for spacing on something else inside the motor or in the engine bay. But here they go. These are all similar sized except these two, and these two came from the top portion of the exhaust manifold. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. These are pretty long compared to those. We'll have to probably cut them to that size if we need to, but we'll start opening these up and installing these things and see how they install. All right, guys. So let's go. All right, guys. I was looking at these things. Check this out. These actually install with an Allen key. So I'm going to have to check what size Allen key that is and install them that way. What I am going to do is I'm going to add some Loctite to the bottom of these just so then they don't slip out. It's just a precaution I like to do with these exhaust manifold studs, just so then we don't have to worry about any type of air leaks or exhaust leaks in any way. But look at this, guys. This is titanium from a 1JZ and 2JZ. Not bad, not bad. So imagine these going into here. It's going to look great. So let's get that started, guys, and get this moving. Everybody, I got the titanium 2JZ exhaust manifold studs in. I did Loctite all of them and they all fit perfectly fine. Check this out, guys. They fit completely into the socket of the 3VZ FE. So these actually aren't bad. They're a little longer than the stock ones, which I'm kind of worried about, but I guess we'll figure that out. We'll see how that goes. If I need to cut some, I will. It's just gonna suck because I did put Loctite on them and I did not think about that until now. But as you see, these are done and these back here are done as well. What I'm gonna be doing is mocking up the exhaust manifolds now. The exhaust manifolds are gonna be heading that way, so it should be okay as far as fitment goes. This is pretty close, but let's see how close it is. It's about that close. It's not horribly close, but we can make this work. So let's get to it, guys, and let's add these exhaust manifolds. All right, guys, this is the rear firewall. I guess the bank that goes against the firewall closest to the seats. The thing is with this side, this stud here fit as far as screwing in, but the length of the actual stud is way too long. It hits here. It doesn't allow me to tighten it the way it should. All the other ones fit perfectly fine. This one fit good. This one fit good. The one under here fit fine. I don't know if you see the two that are right there. There goes one, and then there goes the other. Let's see, can I show you here? Maybe underneath. There you go. There goes those two, and those fit well. On the other side, these fit pretty good as well. All these fit perfectly fine on this end. I didn't have to do anything extra or do any type of cutting or anything, so I'm only going to have to cut one, which would be that one. It kind of sucks just because I did not expect it and really didn't want to have to cut anything, but I guess if it's one out of the 12 that I got, I guess it's not too bad. But next what we're going to do, we're going to add the cap to this. This is my old return, oil return, where the turbo used to feed into, just so then we can have that close, since I'm not going to be using a oil dependent turbo. And then what I'm going to be adding on this side is a I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a screw-on piece that has almost like a little latch on it that you can open to allow oil to fall through. You guys, I guess you guys will see it when I put it on, but that's going to be next, guys, so let's get to it. What we have next is the 10AN cap. We're going to do this cap that is going to end up going right there. We're going to install that. We also have the 90 degrees, like I was telling you about, for the oil relocator and the oil cooler. We also have the caps here for both of those that I showed you earlier for this thing. And then lastly, this is the oil thing that I was talking about. This is from Industrial Tech Supply. So this is kind of cool. This has a kind of like a spigot or a ball bearing that actually closes the outflow of the oil. It has a little valve, a little switch here, and then a lock. So let's install this next, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, here it goes. I got it installed. The Fumoto oil spigot, I guess. So this is the lock. This is pretty on there, pretty tight. This kind of locks this little mechanism here that you lift up and you literally twist this way and it opens. There's a ball bearing there that actually closes it, as you guys can see. They do sell a piece, or they do sell them with a little nozzle that just kind of protrudes out, maybe about, let's see, about that far. But I didn't want the nozzle because I know this is not very flush with the oil pan. I didn't want the spigot by any chance to hit anything or rip off or get caught on anything, because the car is pretty low. It's gonna be really low anyway. And I don't want anything to get caught or stuck on there, which then potential has the ability to rip this whole thing apart. So that's just my little OCD thing that I got here. This makes it easier when it comes down to changing this oil, less messy. This is from ITS, which is basically Industrial Tech Supply, industrialtechsupply.com. This is a Fumoto oil drainer, I guess. I don't know what you guys would call this. I forgot what it was. I got it such some time ago. So this is installed now. So now let's install that 10AN cap and go from there. All right, guys. So now we're gonna add the actual cap to this. We're gonna add our oil relocator portion. That actually the one that attaches to here, the stock portion that attaches here. And then the aftermarket oil relocator portion set right here. We'll install that shortly after we install this, so let's go. So we really quickly just added the cap to the oil return line from the old turbo. So that's got a cap on it. Now we don't have to really worry too much about any oil falling out of there. Now we're gonna add the oil relocator portion of this, and we'll go from there, guys. So let's do it. Guys, we got a little bit of a dilemma and problem. That piece that I took off here, this thing right here, is not a what is this? An 8. So it's probably a 6 AN fitting, but it's definitely not fitting. As you can see, the hole is just a little bit too small for this to fit. Let me see if I can put on the light. You guys can see what I mean. Like, this does not fit at all. This is the same size as the actual hole. So this is not working. So we're gonna have to put this thing back and probably find a cap for this for whatever size this is. I will. I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8 cap, but for some reason it's not working. I was gonna put a 6 in there, but I'm just gonna cap it and call it a day, just because I don't want to get more into it than I need to. This is just literally the oil relocator portion of the 3VZ. This is an aftermarket part right here that you're looking at. This here was for the oil pressure regulator, or oil pressure gauge that I had. I had it mounted up here at one point. But I don't need that anymore, just because I'm going to do everything digitally. I don't need an analog one. I just want to make sure that it's covered and nothing's going to leak from there. So what I'm going to do now then is add the pieces to here and then call it a day, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude today's episode. We did get a lot of things done for this 3VZ today. We did do the exhaust manifolds. We applied the exhaust manifolds along with applying the titanium 2JZ stud kit for the exhaust. They came out phenomenal, except this one. This one was a little too long, so I did pull it. All the other ones did fit appropriately. I am going to cut the stud on this one and redo this, but otherwise all of them came out phenomenal. They all are on there, very nice. I can't complain. 2JZ stuff fits on this motor, which in my opinion is a-okay. We also did add the oil cooler. I guess I don't know what this would be. I mean, this section is not specifically the relocator, but this kit that I have is for a relocator. So what I'm going to be doing is relocating the oil filter to the upper portion of the car. But this is kind of how I'm doing it. I did add these 90s just so then that it just doesn't protrude out and it just directs everything this way, because on this side of the car we're gonna have the little fan and the oil cooler attached to the fan to get its maximum cooling. But this is kind of what we did here. I kind of like this. This is going to be easy for me to tackle when I'm under the car if I ever need to maneuver this in any other different way. I'm okay with that. We did add the cap to the oil pan as well. This is a 10 AN cap. I got it off eBay. The reason why I did this is because the turbo that I have is 99.9% mechanical, so I don't need an oil return line. What that turbo that I have uses a lube cartridge that I would put in and out every 2,000 to 3,000 miles that allows the turbo to be lubricated. It does run on coolant though. It is a coolant ran turbo, so there is one thin, maybe like 3 AN coolant line that I need to hook up to it, but we'll get that done and situated when it comes down to it. But guys, the last piece that we have here that was installed is the Fumoto oil, I guess. I don't know, oil spigot. This kind of works really well. I've had one of these before. I've seen a friend on Instagram get one and install it, and it seems to work really well. So I picked me up one. I will be picking up one for the 5th gen as well. But this thing is made in Japan. This is a cool little gadget. This is the lock here. Literally, I lift this up, pull it towards me, and it opens up. See, pretty simple. And then what I do is turn it. It locks itself. I add this piece here to lock that little spigot into place. And here we go. This is where we're at. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you put on or you hit that post notification bell to let you guys know when I do put up some videos. I will try to put a kind of a post on my social media saying, hey guys, video has dropped. But for those of you guys that are already subscribers, thank you again. And make sure you post that. Make sure you hit that post notification bell just to make sure that you see these videos drop when I drop them. All right, guys. Thanks again. Until next time. This is Jeremy. This is 3VZ. This is Nasty Addiction Garage. You only seen it here, guys.